It all started with a conversation that planted a seed of doubt in my mind. My friend, who works at the same company as my husband but in a different department, casually mentioned that he had a work wife. She described this woman as someone who had recently joined his team and seemed to spend an awful lot of time with him. Naturally, I brushed it off at first, thinking it was just office gossip. But then she sent me photos and videos of them talking and laughing, and it made me uneasy. Still, I trusted my husband, right? I decided to check his phone, hoping to reassure myself that there was nothing going on. And there wasn't, just emails and texts about work. He'd mentioned this woman a few times, and from what he said, it sounded like they were just collaborating on projects. I told my friend to stop stirring things up, but she wasn't convinced. She insisted that something was brewing between them. I started checking his phone regularly just to be sure, but I never found anything suspicious. However, the doubts continued to grow. One evening, after my husband received a promotion, he came home with a bottle of wine and a sticky note congratulating him. It had a little heart on it. That was it. I completely lost it. My suspicions exploded, and I accused him of cheating. He denied it, of course. But it wasn't just the wine or the heart on the note. It was everything. The constant whispers in my ear, the feeling of being lied to, the insecurity eating at me from the inside out. We talked it through. I apologized, and we moved on. But then came the work trip. He had to go away for a few days, and of course the work wife was going too. I told myself that I would trust him, but my mind kept going back to that nagging feeling. I confided in another friend about my suspicions, and she warned me that if he wasn't cheating, I'd regret it. Still, I couldn't shake the thought. So, I made the decision. I followed him. I rented a car and drove to the city where he was headed. I tracked his location, observed from a distance, and waited. For 3 days, I watched him enjoy dinner with colleagues, go back to his hotel room, and call me each night. Nothing happened. He was faithful, just as I'd hoped. But as he drove home, I was filled with guilt. I had betrayed his trust. I had violated our privacy for what? To prove something that didn't need proving? When he got back, I was so relieved. I cooked his favorite meal, gave him a tight hug, and tried to move on. But the guilt didn't go away. It still eats at me. A part of me knows I was wrong to invade his privacy, but I needed to know for my peace of mind. And now, here I am, stuck in a dilemma. Do I tell him what I did, confess to breaching his trust, or do I keep it to myself and hope my best friend doesn't spill the beans? So, here's where I want your thoughts. Can something like this, trailing your partner, ever be justified? Would it be worth risking your relationship for that temporary reassurance? Or is there an unspoken line that shouldn't be crossed in a relationship, even if your heart tells you otherwise? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think I crossed a line, or was I just doing what needed to be done?